welcome. I'm Nikita Singh and you're watching Tech It Out. This week we show you a car fueled by sewage. Find out what OpenAI deep research is, and we give you a sneak peek into the internet dress. When you think of cars from the future, what comes to your mind? I bet it's definitely not a sewage-powered car. Don't believe me? Watch our next story for a mind-blowing look at a vehicle that's not only fueled by waste, but built from it too.
Could cars of the future be powered by poop? It might sound bizarre, but that's exactly what University of Warwick engineers are hoping for. They have developed a hydrogen-powered race car that not only runs on sewage, but is constructed with materials that usually go to waste. The initiative, known as Waste-to-Race, aims to drive sustainability in motor racing while demonstrating some of the possible technologies that could enter the mainstream automotive industry in the future. The car utilizes hydrogen derived from a wastewater treatment technology currently being developed by UK-based company Wastewater Fuels. The technology transforms sewage waste into hydrogen, a clean energy source demonstrating an innovative approach to waste management and renewable energy production.
The actual microbial electrolysis cell, it isn't like the sort of Back to the Future where you have a little thing on the back of the car you just tip your sewage into. We do the generation of hydrogen off the car. We then produce the hydrogen, compress it. That's then available to fill the tank in the car, and then that hydrogen is burnt in an internal combustion engine in the car.
The Waste-to-Race race car is built from various spare and unused parts, much of which would have otherwise ended up in landfill. For instance, the car's wing mirror is made from beetroot waste, while the car's steering wheel is made from 100% bio-based materials, and the battery was recovered from a crashed road car.
We have a number of sort of interesting materials on the car, from natural fiber composites to cellulose derived from some waste vegetables.
The Waste-to-Race project comes at a time when major automotive manufacturers like Alpine, Toyota, and BMW are considering hydrogen as a future fuel for racing cars. The project highlights the potential of sustainable energy in the automotive industry and paves the way for the creation of more eco-friendly vehicles. Currently, a prototype, the Waste-to-Race car is slated to be completed in 2025.
Tech giants SoftBank and OpenAI have just launched a major joint venture. Meanwhile, OpenAI also launched a new AI tool called Deep Research. Our next story brings you the details.
SoftBank Group and OpenAI have strengthened their collaboration by launching SB OpenAI Japan, a 50-50 joint venture aimed at advancing AI capabilities in Japan and beyond. The joint venture's first product is a new artificial intelligence service called Cristal Intelligence.
A memorandum of understanding has just been formally signed between SoftBank and OpenAI to establish a 50-50 joint venture.
The tool will help assist businesses with a range of functions, including planning, marketing, email automation, and analyzing source code. Cristal will first be deployed across SoftBank Group's own companies, including Arm, the UK-based semiconductor and software company, and PayPay, a widely used electronic payment service in Japan. SoftBank plans to invest $3 billion annually to integrate Cristal across its companies. OpenAI, on the other hand, unveiled their latest AI tool called Deep Research. Sam Altman's OpenAI has said its new tool can accomplish in tens of minutes what would take a human many hours.
It's different than ChatGPT, where you instantly get a response. Here, you start off a task, like you might give a task to a sophisticated coworker, and Deep Research goes off, thinks through it, gathers insights, gets it together, finds sources, and gets you a report.
The release of new models coincides with the buzz surrounding DeepSeek. The Chinese AI model has sent Silicon Valley into a frenzy, with some calling its high performance and supposed low cost a wake-up call for US developers. DeepSeek AI model reportedly costs less than $6 million. That's peanuts when compared to billions of dollars poured into AI by US tech giants like OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, among other big tech companies.
Forget just seeing and hearing your games. Scientists have developed a headset that adds a whole new dimension. A new headset is bringing sense to video games. Take a look.
Ever felt that rush of the throttle? Smelled the burning rubber? If you're a racer, you know exactly what we're talking about. But what if we tell you, you could get that same adrenaline hit right from your couch just by playing a video game? Wondering how? All you have to do is wear this headset. This special gaming headset is equipped with a scent tube. Just put the headset on your head and switch on your favorite racing game. Soon, the headset will automatically release specific odors such as machine oil and burning rubber at critical moments in the game.
So basically we're mounting the smell device right above your nose. So when you puff the tiny bit of smell, parts per million, it's just in front of your nose. And when you inhale, you actually get the smell. When you exhale, you blow it out again. But it's only enough that you have the experience without puffing the whole thing into the environment. So it's really directed smell to your nose.
Delivering just enough scent to the user so that it wouldn't linger beyond a particular scene in the game was one of the major challenges faced by the team.
The big problem with any smell is if you puff smell into an environment, how do you get rid of it? That's the biggest challenge, because then you're closing up, thinking about the whole room, thinks of it. So really the research element is trying to deliver just the right amount of smell that you have the immersive experience without completely smothering the whole environment in it. So how much do you need in order to be able to have the experience without suffocating the whole environment?
The headset has been designed by the University of Warwick in collaboration with video game developers Hollywood Gaming. The implications of this research extend beyond the gaming industry. The team behind the headset have also developed a prototype device that tests people's sense of taste, which they believe could be used as an early screening tool for Alzheimer's disease.
What we're doing is simulating flavor. Which is taste, a combination of taste and smell. And we use it for example, a cooking game, but more importantly, we're using it for healthcare applications to screen for Alzheimer's. If you have some form of Alzheimer's at the beginning, you will affect your ability to taste and smell, and so we can screen for that. We can check how good you are compared to your age or sex or ethnicity, or compared to yourself 6 months ago. If you're not where you should be, then you could have a problem and you should be looked at further.
Although the prototype is still under development, it offers a glimpse of a future where Alzheimer's testing will be more accessible than ever.
What does the internet look like as a piece of high fashion? That's exactly what one designer has created, and it's about to make its debut at London Fashion Week. Get ready to see the internet like you've never seen it before.
What would the internet look like if it were a dress? Well, this yellow floor-length gown might just be the answer to that question. Designed by British fashion designer Maximilian Rayner, the dress is made entirely out of fiber optic cables and discarded data center materials. Rayner used 3,600 meters of internet cables, metal nuts, and bolts to create this unique dress.
The garment tells two stories. The first is the immediate character, the personification of internet. And the second is one of repurposing and how we can all think about unconventional materials. And so the narrative of craft and making and that slower approach to design, I think runs through the project as a whole.
The design team spent 640 hours creating the dress. Despite the innovative concept, Rayner relied on traditional methods to construct the gown.
It's quite an interesting contrast of the internet and data, which we perceive as so futuristic, And then these almost historical techniques such as weaving, basket weaving, crochet, that feel from a different time. And I think the project sort of spans history in that sense. It feels somewhat historic and somewhat futuristic.
The dress is all set to hit the London Fashion Week runway, scheduled to kick off on February 20th.
Ever wonder why you don't see many drones flying around in the winter? Icing is a huge problem, but scientists might have just cracked the code to keep them in the air, even in freezing temperatures. Here's more.
In winters, drone flight days are limited due to cold temperatures. Fog, rain, or snow can coat drones with ice, causing malfunctions and crashes. Only the largest, long-range models have enough power for anti-icing systems, like those used by aircraft. Traditional methods to prevent aircraft wings or propellers from freezing over are too power-intensive for smaller battery-driven drones. Scientists in Finland are trying to solve this problem. Ubik Aerospace, a Norwegian startup, is trialing new solutions to prevent the wings and rotor blades of drones icing up in freezing conditions.
It's important for drones to not ice up because icing on a drone reduces the performance. It can reduce the endurance, but it can also lead to crashes if the performance degradation is too severe. So that's what we try to limit with our system, limited performance degradation, and a drone can fly in icing conditions.
For the team of engineers, keeping smaller drones with limited battery power, frost-free without using much energy was the main challenge.
It's important to have an optimal system for the drone, especially regarding using as little energy as possible, because these drones typically don't have a lot of energy to spare. So every watt we take from the system will probably reduce the flight time of the drone. So every watt we can save with our system is kind of a win for us and also for the drone operator at the end of the day.
One of the approaches undertaken by the team is to add a mesh of carbon fiber composite, which can be switched on to conduct just enough heat to the wing to melt any ice forming.
What we just did here with this run was we allowed 4 minutes of ice accretion, then we started heating all zones of the wing, and we then saw that the ice was removed after a short heating time.
Ubik's work exemplifies a growing trend among commercial drone makers seeking NATO military contracts, developing drones resilient enough for extreme conditions and optimized for energy efficiency.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting new inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. Until then, keep watching WION World as One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Nikita Singh, taking your leave. See you next week.